Hello, hello, hello. It's me again. This is Real Talk with Amira, doing another one. I'm trying to do one at least every week. At least. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone had a good day. I hope everyone is starting to think about what you're doing, analyze your life, the decisions and choices you're making create the life you're getting. So let's start to think. Unfortunately, today's topic, I'm talking about the young woman who was killed by a police officer, Sonya Massey, 36, over the Independence Day weekend. And she was shot and killed in her own home by a police officer. And she had actually called the police, the authorities, for help. I believe she thought there was someone. Now, I do not know all the specifics. I'm going to read some of a report, but I believe she thought someone was in her yard around her home doing something, breaking in something. She had called the police actually for help. And it ended up with her dying, being shot in the face by one of the officers. I'm going to read a little bit of this report I got offline. It says, Illinois police have released body cam footage showing the chaotic moments. Now, let me stop right there. This report says chaotic moments. I didn't really see, I've only watched this twice. I can't really watch this anymore. It's very disturbing. But I didn't really see anything chaotic. She wasn't frantic or upset. She looked like she was agitated. Well, of course you would be if you think somebody's breaking into your home or you feel afraid. I didn't see chaotic moments that led to the fatal shooting of a woman who had called 911 to report a suspected intruder at her home. The killing of Sonya Massey, 36, over Independence Day weekend has led to criminal charges against the officer who opened fire. See, they didn't say the officer who shot and killed this woman. And drawn condemnation from the White House, Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson has been fired, they say sacked, from the police force and charged with murder and official misconduct. He has pleaded not guilty for the charges as of Monday. He is being held without bond. Daniel Fultz, a lawyer representing Mr. Grayson, declined to comment when contacted by the BBC. This is from the BBC. On Monday, Illinois State Police released body cam footage that shows the officers shouting at Miss Massey to put down a pot of boiling water as they point their pistols at her. Now, this doesn't say that they ask her to turn the pot off. Again, the media is leaving out pertinent information. The incident in the early hours of July 6th began when Miss Massey called the police to her home in Springfield, 200 miles south of Chicago, to report that she believed someone had broken into her property. Officers followed her inside when Miss Massey entered her home and watched as she searched for her identification. In the video, Mr. Grayson sees a pot sitting on a lit stove, gestures toward it, and says, "We don't need a fire while we're here." And she's cooking, I would assume. She's not going to let a fire erupt. Miss Massey walks to the stove to remove the cooking utensil. She moved the pot. She grabbed her pot holders and picked up the pot. She and Mr. Grayson appeared to laugh over her pot of steaming hot water before she twice says, and the first time I didn't hear this, the second time I did, you barely can hear it, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And the police officer immediately became agitated by her saying this. Instantaneous. Now, if someone says that to me, I would be like, "You rebuke me for what? What did I do? What I'm sorry I offended you." Not, "You better." This says that he cursed. Not, "Or I swear to God, I'll shoot you in your face." Now, I don't know. He did not think she was about to throw the pot of water. There was nothing that preceded in that conversation that should have made him assume she was going to throw a pot of water on him. He asked her to turn it off. She was obeying and following his instruction. And if he did think she was going to throw it, they could have easily backed up out of the dwelling. She says, "Okay, I'm sorry," Miss Massey is heard saying before she ducks. After shooting her, the officer says, "What else do we do?" See now, see, things like this, it just, there's no common sense in that. There's no rational thinking. No, it seems like a movie, or that doesn't even make sense. None of that makes sense. What else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the face. And she was not gesturing. She picked the pot up with pot holders, came to the sink, I believe, or was on her way to the sink. He just wanted to kill someone that day. And what inside of him, when she says, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," would make him respond in that way? Because I wouldn't respond that way if someone says, "You rebuke me." Okay, fine. Let's handle while we're here and get done and get the hell up out of here. Not, "I'm going to shoot you in your face." A woman, she's not armed. You asked her to get the pot. That makes no sense. Very, again, disheartening that you can't even call the police. As a black woman and a black man, probably, you better be careful what you say, how you act, where you put your hands. And that's very sad. Police are supposed to be here to protect and serve. I believe that is their instruction, their job duties. Protect and serve. Not act like I'm protecting and kill. The video also records Mr. Grayson telling his police partner that she would not need medical help. Now, what the hell is that about? This is like, is this really a policeman? Why is he here? What is going on? And just think, if his body cam was turned off, I believe they said before he got, or as soon as they got to her home. And just think, if the other officers' body cam was also turned off, we would not have body cam footage to know what really happened. As the other deputy tries to get a medical kit, the officer says she's done. Let me think say what he probably was thinking. This black woman is done. I don't care about this black bee. I just shot her in her face. That's what she gets for trying to rebuke me. You can go get it, but that's a headshot. Mr. Grayson then leaves to get his own medical kit after the other officer says that they can at least try to stop Miss Massey's bleeding. On Monday, the county state's attorney's office said Mr. Grayson was not justified in his use of force. Excuse me, and that was lethal force. And I sometimes wonder, when these officers do things like this, and some of them are on, their body cam is on. I mean, are they actually thinking, after I shoot and kill this person, after I shoot and kill this black woman, after I shoot and kill this black man, what are going to be the repercussions? It's on camera, or possibly on camera. What am I going to say? What happens if I go to jail? Am I going for life? Some of these people have kids or family or wives. Some of these police officers that do certain shit like this. So I'm going to kill this black person that I am, more than likely racist against, that I have all this hatred toward. I'm going to kill this one black person, and I'm going to give up my whole life for this person. I hope this person, Mr. Grayson, I hope he goes down. I hope for life, jail for life. Was it good to you? Did it make you feel good that you killed an innocent black woman, that you were there to help? So you get to live the rest of your life in prison. Are you happy now? Does it feel good? You like it? you like being behind the bars now? Could you not have thoughts ahead? I don't get it. The dots are not clicking. And there are a lot of things in our society that perpetuates racism and we're better, you're not good enough, something wrong with black people, black people are no good, they're this, they're that. But I have a job, I've signed up for a job, and I'm saying that I'm going to protect and serve everyone. Everyone deserves to be protected, and I'm here to serve them. You know, and for me, if I wouldn't want a job where I have to go protect people that I hate, that I'm disgusted by, that I want to shoot in the face, that I'm a man and I want to shoot black women in the face, that I can't even think logically enough to control myself, to control my anger. That was some anger in that. And if you look at the video, I only had to watch it twice. His reaction was instant, almost instant, to her saying something, where it went from, we're asking you to move something, then I'm about to shoot you in your face. Look, from 1 to 10 in a few seconds. Split seconds. But let me see what else. If I have anything else. Sean Grayson's career included short stints as a part-time officer at 3 small police departments and a full-time job at a 4th department, as well as working full-time at 2 sheriff offices all in central Illinois. The former sheriff deputy charged with murder in the fatal shooting of Sonya Massey, a black woman killed inside her home, had been employed by a half dozen police agencies since 2020, according to state law enforcement records. Now, in some instances where we have problems with some of these police officers, they do have a bad record, they have a bad history, they have lots of complaints. They don't need to be police officers. I mean, how hard is that? That's simple. Get them out of there. You can't work here. How hard is that? They have problems. They have some mental issues, emotional, self-control, discipline, fairness issues. Get them out of there. How hard is it? Are we going to continue to have things like this happen? And I know we are. It doesn't stop. Grayson, 30. Only 30 years old, too. Damn, you're a young idiot. A young racist who is white, has pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct charges in the July 6th killing. He was fired last week. Too damn late. Too fucking late. You should have fired him with all these complaints and jumping from here and here and there. You should have never got hired. Authorities said Massey had called 911 to report a prowler. At a news conference Tuesday in Springfield, civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who is representing Massey's family, asserted that the Justice Department had opened an investigation into the incident, which is welcome because there have been some concerns and revelations by the family that we think need to be investigated. He said he did not know the scope of the probe. But you know, they're always kind of cover-ups. They had said that she had shot herself. That was something that was said over the radio, or possibility, allegedly, that she may have shot herself, knowing that the 2 officers know what happened. But there's a lot of, again, stuff is really, really clear. A lot of things that we need to change. It doesn't take years of research and questioning and forethought. Hey, if someone has this many problems, then they shouldn't be an officer. We don't want problem officers. They need to go do something else, where people with problems do well, but it's not a police officer. It's very simple. And there should be certain positions. If you have a lot of problems, if you have a lot of anger, discipline problems, other issues, you should not be in that industry. You should not be teachers. You should not be policemen. You should not be in powerful positions where you can hurt and harm people. But I really do hate that, another black woman had to die. I think another black woman died a couple years ago in her own home, and I can't remember the specific circumstances of what happened, but she was also shot in her own home. And I can't remember if that police officer was charged. But there's just a lot of ignorance. And it gets old. Gets very old. Because it's unnecessary. Do your fucking job. Do your job. Your job isn't to be racist or hatred or go shoot defenseless black women in the face. And I'm a black woman. That could have just as easily been me. Maybe not in Chicago. Maybe in Kansas City. Maybe I was visiting someone in Chicago. Very easy. Could have easily been me. Or any other black woman in America. But again, to get things done, to change things, there's going to take some type of action, some type of law, some type of new precedents. Yes, we don't hire policemen with this many issues or, a complaint or two. Okay, nobody's perfect. Sometimes people probably complain and they're not true, but if you have consistent problems, you do not need to be a police officer. It's that simple. Whether you're white, black, Chinese, Japanese, Indian, African, you got problems, you don't need to be a police officer because you're in a powerful position. You can hurt and harm people. And sometimes get away with it. Like I said, if this other officer did not have his body cam footage on, we wouldn't see what actually happened. And that sucks. They shouldn't be able to, if they're at a call, they need to, when they get to that GPS location, them body cameras need to come on automatically. Hey, we have a call at 51st and Paseo. When we get to that location, GPS turns it on by itself. AI technology shouldn't be able to just turn this shit off. That's why do you have it? But it appears, because this officer was put in jail pretty quick. Sometimes it takes some days and they linger in it and trying to, but he was put in jail pretty quick. I'm glad. I hope that justice prevails. I hope these people sue them and get paid lots of money. That doesn't help that their family member is gone, but it's hitting the pockets. And I hope we learn something from this. Black women, black people, you need to be careful when you call the police. It is supposed to be their job to protect you, but some of them don't want to protect you. Some of them want to hurt you. Some of them want to kill you. Some of them enjoy killing black people. Some of them enjoy putting black people in jail. So be careful, be aware, say what needs to be said, and that's it. Keep it. I've seen this is it. I know sometimes people get upset, but you getting upset might get you killed. You saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, might get you killed. Shot in the face. Here today, gone tomorrow. Very sad state of America in a lot of things. But we definitely need to be careful. We need to teach our children. You can't. I've seen some kids on YouTube getting smart and talking stuff to police. You really can't afford to do that, because you might get the wrong policeman that has no discipline or self-control and wants to kill you. That will shoot you in your face, make up whatever he wants to make up, turn off his body camera. And it's a shame that we can't be human. We got to act a different way, act accordingly. We got to be quiet. We got to say the right things. We don't have the same freedoms as white America. Our freedom is different in Black America. And we have to, hey, that's real life. We don't want it like that, but that's what it is. Until something changes or it's different, we're going to have to act different in certain situations. But yes, y'all, I was just doing a quick one, seeing this, I think yesterday. A friend had told me about it, and I didn't look at it till late last night. And I don't know, just somebody's life gone. She had children, sons, parents, other family members, and they have to watch this over and over again. Just daughter assassinated, mother assassinated. That was assassination, pretty much, for calling you for help. Very sad. But yes, doing another one. I'm going to try to do one at least every week, once a week or more. Everybody be safe. Pay attention to what you're doing, how you're acting in certain situations, definitely with the police. Teach your kids how to put your hands up. Don't make any quick movements. Speak when spoken to. It just has to be like that until things change. Everyone have a lovely night. Peace.